Hey guys, and welcome to PJ's Coin Capers. So today I'm going to do something a little bit different. We never do 5 or 10 cent coin roll hunts, so I figure we'll do one. We probably won't get through too many coins, and who knows what sort of success we'll have. But I think it's good to do these kind of coin roll hunts every now and then, just to sort of have a slower look. I tend to rush through these things when I'm doing them, and I don't really look too closely. I probably don't focus too much on the cuds and stuff, and I'm sure I do miss some, but I've I've never really spent too much time on it. I don't think there's a heap of money to be made from collecting these small little cuds that appear on 10 cent coins. 5 cent coins maybe a little bit more so, but yeah, certainly the 10 cent tiny little cuds and stuff I just don't even bother with. If I did, I'd have truckloads of them, and I'd just rather keep returning those coins and in the aim of finding a low mintage coin, because it's you have to try and sell a lot of cud coins, and there's not that many people who want them. So I just figure we'll have a look through and see if we can find a low mintage coin, whether it be a 10 cent or a 5 cent, and just see how we go today. So I've been going through a fair few 10 cent rolls recently, and also 5 cent rolls. I've actually been trying to focus on finding die clash errors. That's something I've really been trying to focus on recently, and one thing I've noticed when I've been going through, I do keep some of these ones, but this one's a little bit dirty and fairly worn, so I'm not keeping that one. But the 2018 10 cent coin, I know some of you have been finding them around the country, but I haven't been successful in finding any of them. I do have some, so don't worry about me in that regard. But I'm interested in whether you guys are finding them. And I've asked this question a few times, and I do get some responses, but I haven't asked this question for a little while. And I suppose what I'm trying to work out is, are they truly a low mintage coin, or are they going to be a low mintage coin, or are people finding them fairly regularly? And I suppose my example of a low mintage coin would be the 2014 Mob of Ruse, and that particular coin, when I was searching for that, we knew that was going to be a low mintage coin, and essentially I was finding more of those than what I am of the 2018 $1 coin. So for me, myself, I probably find a 2018 $1 coin, maybe one in every, let's say, it'd be over $500. Like, it would be more than 500, but I don't want to say $1,000. But it's sort of that sort of rarity. So I'd be keen to know, when people say, "Oh yeah, I'm finding heaps," but heaps, what does that actually mean? If you put it down to the dollar figure that you go through to get results, well then I can take that more on board. This is just a damaged coin. So that's what I'm keen to hear from you. If you can leave a comment, let me know if you're finding 2018 10 cent, 5 cent, and $1 coins, and if you can roughly estimate sort of how many you're finding per dollar looked through. So yeah, I'd be keen to hear that, and if you can leave a comment, please do so. Myself, I'm finding plenty of 2018 5-cent coins. So from my perspective, it's not going to be a low mintage coin, but that may be different for you in your neck of the woods. So so I'm keen to hear where you're from, what area. You don't have to tell us the suburb, but what area you're from. And I know that some people have found them in Tassie and those kind of things, and some people have found them in Victoria. I'm in Victoria, but no matter how many rolls I go through and which banks I'm getting them from, none of them are turning up in my 10-cent rolls. So be keen to hear your experience and what you're finding or what you're not finding. So I still keep every 2018 5-cent coin that I find. I'm just putting it aside for now, and when it comes the time, I will either return them into the bank, or I'll keep them long term. So when it's only 5 cents, it's pretty easy to keep and hold of. Now have a close in look at this one. This is a 2015. So you would say, I don't think I can see an SD there. There's a little blob there, but it's a die fill. So yeah, certainly nothing readable there. So this is a missing SD, 5-cent coin. So certainly that's a keeper. But it's something you need to look out for. I know a lot of you look a lot closer than I do, and you've been finding some pretty cool die cracks and things like that. Pretty sure Helena the other day found a nice die crack that looked like the echidna was crying. So that's a pretty cool little error coin and something I've never seen before. So well done for finding that one, because you really need to have your eyes open, and you really need to study these coins in order to see something like that. That's and it's pretty substantial die cracks. So if you haven't seen that, jump on the Facebook site, on the Facebook group PJ's Coin Capers, and have a good look, because it's a pretty impressive coin. But I've also had some success finding 72s, which has been good. So I keep all the 1972s that I find, because they're it's a $5 coin essentially, so well worth holding on to. Always check your 2001s for the flamingo die crack error. If you haven't seen my video on that, make sure you do so. Check it out. And I think I found one recently, which I had in one of my Look What I Found episodes. So check out those of the more recent ones, and you'll see what I'm talking about there. So you do have to go through a lot of 5-cent coins, and it really does test your eyes out. But like I'm doing right now, I'm just looking through the camera, which helps. I don't normally do that, but it does help. And of course we're looking for the year 2000 year 2007 double header. I haven't found one. I keep looking. It's not something I'm actively looking for, but if it pops up, I'll be pretty excited. So year 2000, so same as that coin I just dropped. So year 2000 with head on both sides, and it'll be 180 degree rotated. So they're worth thousands. So here's a 2018. So I'm still keeping those. I do have rolls of 2019s, but I haven't found them as an individual coin. So and 2019 is going to be an interesting year as far as mintage goes, because it's actually going to be really difficult to sort of judge in some ways, because we've got two different effigies, and we don't know how many of each of those coins they're going to be producing. So you would have to assume that there is going to be some very low mintage 2019 coins, and it's all going to be based on the effigy on the back, on the obverse side. So yeah, it's an interesting year, I think, for coins, and I'm looking forward to seeing how it all plays out, because yeah, I haven't been able to get my hands on very many 2019 coins, and I've only got a few bags of some of the commemorative coins that have come through, and been able to get some of the rolls of the 2019. So there's another 2018. So I'm still keeping them. So yeah, that's another thing I'd love to hear about, is how's things going. What are you finding as far as 2019 coins go? Because I have only really found the Mr. Squiggle coins, and that's about it. Alright guys, we'll make this the last roll. We haven't found much, but I feel like I've been able to at least chat, and we can get some information together, and we can all learn from what's out there. And I think that's important as well, is to make decisions based on what we all collectively know. And I think that's been great within the Facebook group. So lots of information is being shared in there constantly, and that helps. So if you're on Facebook, and I apologize if you're not, but there's a great group of people out there, and they're certainly sharing what they know, and it's very helpful. So yeah, we've only gone through a few rolls, but these coins, they're time consuming to go through, and but when you find something worthwhile, it's great fun. So stick with it if you don't noodle 5 and 10 cent coins. There can be some great rewards out there. So yeah, stick with it. Alright guys, that's where we'll wrap it up for today, but if you haven't subscribed to the channel, make sure you do so, and I'll keep trying to produce more and more videos, but we'll be back soon with another one, and I think we'll do a 50 cent coin roll hunt for the next video, because there should be some nice results in that. Alright guys, thanks for watching, and we'll have another video for you soon.